In a big shake-up to parking in the city, Auckland Transport want to get rid of curbside parking on 240 kilometres of roads over the next 10 years, including here on Mount Eden Road. It's in a bid to get people out of their cars and onto bikes and public transport. But it's already been slammed by the likes of Auckland Mayor Phil Goff, and unsurprisingly, business owners aren't happy about it either.
Some of these plans were put in place, I think in fact the original strategies were designed about 7 years ago, and I just think with COVID and the lockdowns we've had some dramatic changes to the way that people live, work and shop. Yeah, I just sort of feel it's a very inflexible approach.
We've already had quite a lot of dialogue with Auckland Transport over changes in the village, which they said would bring many thousands, to quote them, of extra customers. That hasn't happened. We spent thousands getting a proper plan put together, which they totally ignored really.
You know, we have a lot of hospitality businesses, so we're going to just have deserted streets because I don't think many people are biking at 7 o'clock at night. The reality is that every location is different. We do have a number of like specialty stores. For example, we have City Cake, and I'm not quite sure that you'd bicycle with a cake. If you're going to get a really nice sort of your hair done really nicely or whatever done for something, will you then go put a biking helmet on?
Most of the buses that go through here most of the time are not very well patronised. Just at the pinch points at the beginning and the end of the day. The rest of the time there's many buses going through here with virtually no people on them most of the time, or very few. The buses occupying the lanes, but not really adding much in the way of overall benefit, I think, to people travelling on them or people living in the area.
Still, most of the business suffering from the COVID-19, they haven't recovered yet. Most of the shop in Mountain already shut down. They want to cancel all the car parks, so it's hard for the business, There's a cafe down there, after 24 years shut down.
It seems that consultation goes nowhere. They seem to be an entity unto themselves.
I think it's more that I do potentially see the implications of impact on business, but the reality is I think business interests are very seldom taken into account.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.